good morning. Welcome to Business. My name is Darryl Kwao. The Director General of the Ghana Civil Aviation Authority, Charles Kweku, is calling on civil aviation authorities within the African sub-region to adopt modern air traffic safety on the back of the rapid growth of air transport. The authority, in collaboration with the International Civil Aviation Organization, is holding a workshop in Accra intended at ensuring adequate air safety. Here's more in this report.
The workshop brought together players within the aviation regulation space across the African continent. Engineer Charles Kweku urged the players within the aviation industry to work together to develop and implement standards, procedures and technology that meets the objectives of safety.
The role of aviation authorities, air traffic management agencies and industry stakeholders is clear. We must ensure reliable and secure assignment of SSR Mode S addresses and IICOs. We must work together to develop and implement standards, procedures, and technologies that meet these objectives. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, let us remember that aviation is not just about technology and regulations. It is also about people. It is about the people and about the passengers who trust us to get them safely to their destinations. The pilots and the air traffic controllers who navigate our skies. The engineers who ensure availability of our equipment, and the countless professionals who ensure that aviation remains the safest mode of transportation.
Joyce Asante, Director of Air Traffic Safety Engineering at the Ghana Civil Aviation Authority, said it is necessary for all civil aviation authorities to embrace modern technology within the air transport space to ensure safety at all times.
Traditionally, conventional radars have been useful in providing very important information to our air traffic management systems. Radars typically provide vital information about aircrafts, such as their identity, the altitude at which they are flying, their speeds, bearings, as well as other relevant information. This information provides what we typically refer to as situational awareness to the air traffic controller when separating aircraft.
Now, cocoa farmers have been advised to desist from the use of weedicides and unapproved agrochemicals which contaminate cocoa beans and render them unwholesome for human consumption. Chief Executive of Cocoa Board, Joseph Edu, who was in the Bono Ahafo region on a tour of the cocoa health and extension zone, said these weedicides contain a dangerous residue called 24D, which could trigger the rejection of Ghana's cocoa beans on the international market. Correspondent Anas Abed has more.
The visit by the Chief Executive Officer of the Cocoa Board, Joseph Edu, to the Techiman area forms part of his 3-day tour of the Bono Ahafo Cocoa Health and Extension Zone to interact with farmers as well as inspect ongoing productivity enhancement programs. The CEO, who was accompanied by key management and technical team of the Cocoa Board, disclosed to Joy News that the main purpose of the visit is to help boost the productivity of farmers, which would in turn better their lives as farmers.
This year it has rained, but then the flowers are not coming. So we want to come and then, interact with them and also educate the farmers as to what to do. They can recover. What we are looking for is that the farmers should be able to increase productivity from the current 3 to 6 bags. We expect them to do 20 bags per acre. And you can see that, after the message, many of these farmers are showing that, confidence that they will be able to do it.
He was, however, quick to admonish cocoa farmers to desist from using weedicides, which, according to him, causes havoc to the soil as well as affect the quality of Ghana's cocoa beans when used excessively.
In effect, the weedicide destroy the soil and hinder decomposition. So you realize that most of the farms are being destroyed, the soils are being destroyed just because of the use of weedicide. And then the weedicide had 2,4-D. 2,4-D is a chemical which shouldn't appear in any cocoa bean. But when they use weedicide, you know, the cocoa tree is so sensitive that it's able to absorb some of these chemicals, like the 2,4-D.
And that's all for this segment. The news continues after the break.